Hi ma'am, I am part of RN1, and our title is all about English proficiency level of Cebu Institute of Technology University aspiring civil engineering students. And the members are Jean Beverly Kahulaw, John Mark Deodayagan, Gerald Escuadro, Maria Beverly Istonelo, Crizia Isabel Ibarra, Rizel Ann Lape, Izar Simon Neri, Joshua Louis Tabar, and last but not the least is Jim Cadmiel Umpad. That's all.
English proficiency. English is recognized as the universal language since it is spoken all over the world. Engineers may find it difficult to work with a team of foreigners in civil engineering if they lack fluency, and writing academic reports may be tough if they lack fluency, vocabulary, and grammar, which is why English is so important, especially on the basic skills such as reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Although some engineers are unemployed, this is mostly due to a language barrier, because engineers primarily focus on mathematics and solving logical problems. They lack the capacity to communicate in the English language, such as literature and language, which is essential for teamwork and the development for stronger relationships among students, peers, and future co-workers.
Engineering is a widely studied subject, and many articles and research publications for civil engineering students are written in English. So for a statement of the problem, we the researchers aim to investigate the communication skills and English proficiency among CIT University senior high school aspiring civil engineering students. The study inquires answers to the following questions. Number 1. What are the profiles of the respondents in terms of age, gender, and section? Number 2. What is the English proficiency level of the aspiring civil engineers in terms of qualities and skills? For the qualities, we have to consider competence and confidence, and for the skills, this includes speaking, reading, writing, and listening skills. Number 3. What's the perception of aspiring civil engineering students towards being English proficient? And for the last one, what English program may be proposed based on the study's findings?
In the theoretical background, there are 4 theories. These are the time on task theory, learning theory, systematic functional linguistics theory, and concept of communicative competence. Time on task refers to the amount of time you spend actively engaged in the learning process, acquiring new skills, knowledge, beliefs, and attitudes. Time on task is a powerful teaching strategy that can lead to positive results. There are numerous principles and strategies available to aid in the learning process. Number 1, plan and prepare. Number 2, incorporate time management tools. Number 3, allocate time for every learning task. Number 4, establish a smooth transition. And number 5, stay focused. Learning theory describes how students acquire, process, and retain information while learning. Cognitive, emotional, and environmental influences, as well as prior experience, all play a role in how understanding or a worldview is acquired or changed, and knowledge and skills retained.
Systematic functional linguistics is the study of the relationships between language and its function in social settings. It makes language have functional meaning which is useful to communication. Our last theory is communicative competence. From the word competence means doing something successfully is one of the most arguable terms when it comes to linguistics. This shows that the learner should not only have the knowledge of language but also have the skills and ability to communicate. There were other terms that has been used, but still the definitions were close to this theory. For instance, communicative proficiency, language proficiency, communicative language ability, etc.
For the related literature, these are the studies that supported our study. And the study states that these following study states that the English proficiency is very useful for civil engineering or aspiring civil engineering. The first one is Ray Tani Groom 2016 stated that the major concern is that some countries do not commonly use English as their tool of communication, where the English language is not readily available. And according to Yasin on his study in 2010, a curriculum adjustment should be made for engineering students by adopting an English topic in order to further improve the 4 highly valued English skill traits that may be applied in the industry. Because in this industry, we're gonna encounter a lot of nationalities, and since every nationality doesn't speak the same language, that is why we use English as our medium, as our language.
Research methodology. In this chapter, it gives an outline of research methods and techniques that were followed in the study. Moreover, the researchers describe the research design, research environment, research instrument that was chosen in order to aim the objective of the study. Lastly, the researchers discussed the following ethical standards used in the process and was incorporated in the ethical consideration of this study. The researchers will be doing a quantitative, descriptive research design survey research. Doing quantitative research is crucial in the accomplishment of the research goals, since the researchers will be conducting a huge population of students. Descriptive and survey research aims to accurately and systematically describe a population and is an appropriate choice when the research aims to identify characteristics, frequencies, trends, and categories. The study was conducted in a virtual research environment. The targeted respondents of the study are the aspiring civil engineer grade 12 STEM students studying at Cebu Institute of Technology University. The researchers will randomly select 50 grade 12 students in the STEM department of SHS CIT University to be the respondents of the constructed questionnaire from the researchers. The research survey questionnaire prepared by the researchers can only be distributed through Messenger, email, and other virtual private messaging platforms. The researchers will utilize a non-probability sampling technique called purposive sampling. The results are relevant to the research environment since the researchers collect information from the best fit individuals.
Good day everyone. There will be 2 types of questionnaire that will be utilized in this study. In the first part, the researcher uses an adapted and modified standardized test, or the test of English as a foreign language that was based on the TOEFL IBT practice test. A standardized test is to measure the English language ability of non-native speakers wishing to enroll in English-speaking universities, since this research will gather the respondents' level of English proficiency. In the second part of the questionnaire, the researcher uses a Likert type scale, since a psychometric scale is common involved in research that employs questionnaires and their common performance. However, it was adapted and modified since it was conducted online.
So the last one is the questionnaire section. There are 7 questionnaire sections. First, the electronic consent. Collector consent is a system obtains legal authorization to collect their information to the team. They can either agree or disagree. Personal information is to collect their sex, address, section. Reading is to give them questions to measure their ability to understand academic passage written in English. Speaking, listening, and perception sections is to know if they are very good or very weak in speaking, listening, or perception. They have to choose to the frequency table 1 to 5. Example, 1 is the very weak and 5 is the very good. Closing statement. The researchers will express their gratitude for taking the time to complete the survey and promise that the researchers will keep the personal information. That's all. Thank you.